And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ghost Trick Fan Detective. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. I suck at commentary. When last left off, we were talking to the Chief Justice Minister, and we had the minister's mistake. Just what could that mistake be, ladies and gentlemen? I have no idea. I really don't. You mentioned a mistake. Could you tell us about it? I suppose everybody here has the right to know. Alright, fine. I'll speak out loud so that Inspector Cabanilla can hear this too. There's something I'd like the two of you to hear. It's about a mistake I made. Inspector Cabanilla, when you first made that report about a manipulator, I'm afraid I didn't believe it at all. Impossible, I thought. Perfectly understandable, Mr. Minister. But I was wrong. That kind of power does exist. And I learned the truth of that firsthand. What's this? A month ago, I signed the order to carry out Detective Johnson's execution. However, that act wasn't of my own volition. I was being controlled. What? You never told me about this, Mr. Minister! What's going on? This document, what am I doing? No, I mustn't! Sign it! Wait! Don't deliver that document! Yeah, this is all going inside of his head, obviously. That's when it started. That's when all of my fear, despair, and suffering began. Okay. Fear, despair, and suffering. At the time, it didn't even cross my mind that I had been manipulated. And my memory of that event was only hazy at best. So the memory of being manipulated doesn't clearly remain, eh? Signing execution orders is part of a Justice Minister's job. At the time, I just thought my psyche was rebelling against the task. But the next day, it dawned on me. I remembered Inspector Cabanilla's report on the existence of a manipulator. As a Minister of Justice, I couldn't admit what had happened to me. I only signed the execution order because I was being controlled. If something like that got out, the nation's judicial system would crumble. Besides, I had no evidence to present that I had actually been controlled. So in the end, I couldn't admit to anybody what had happened. I suppose. But it sounds a bit like an excuse. You should have at least told us, Mr. Minister. Yes, I know, I should have. I was running away from the problem. And then my wife found out I was worried about something. Well, if you go on with an expression like that, I guess it's bound to happen. I explained it to her, and she was dead set against the way I was handling it. If you don't withdraw that order and tell everyone the truth immediately, I'm moving out! Okay, that explains everything. Why does her hair go like that whenever she is like in attack mode? And then, with the kidnapping tonight, with it thrust under my nose like that, I could no longer deny my mistake. This manipulator comes upon us from somewhere unseen. That's why I've been keeping my distance from everybody. So that's why you've been telling people to stay back. I guess that all makes sense now. So there's somebody else besides me at the powers of the dead. I'm fine with that. After all, I already knew about a certain death lamp. What I'm not fine with is the fact that that person can control and manipulate living creatures. That's certainly not something I can do. Apparently, the different ghosts get different ghost tricks. But I never imagined that tonight I would find out that this kind of power comes from Where it comes from? Inspector Cabanella, this manipulator is a ghost, a departed spirit. A spirit! As a matter of fact, there's a ghost talking to us right now. This must sound really freaking crazy. What? What did you say? Chow, don't tell me you can hear this ghost too! I'd say the only person who can't hear him is you. Well, I am the generic ghost in the background, but whatever. Spirit! Ghosts! Gods in heaven! Excuse me, Mr. Minister, I suddenly have some urgent business to attend to. I recommend you think long and hard before making your final decision, sir. Inspector! This is Lynn, I'm at the park! We've been waiting to hear from you! Have you found the evidence? Well, the situation here is... it's kind of difficult to explain. Sissel, if you're there, come to the park immediately! Who died this time? It looks like your help is needed, Sissel. Yeah, I guess so, huh? Alright! I have to say, I really do like the OST for this game. It's a pity that, because of, like, my recording method, the whatchamacallit, I actually should have recorded the iOS version, because I purchased the game on iOS. I think that would have had a lot more, that would have been a lot more smoother of an experience, but I wanted to show off the DS version, and plus this is a bit easier to record. We need to go to the park, right? So, there we go. Why did I just, what was I doing? But yeah, this game really does have a good OST. It's just that all the songs kind of get kind of kerfunkled, if that's even a word, because of my recording method. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off toward Timsic Park, the place where clearly something big is taking place. Lynn calls and I oblige. I take off towards Timsic Park. Why am I reading this twice? It's like, sorry. The Manipulator. The person whose very existence sheds new light on everything. Detective John's crime, the execution orders, and even my own death. Could Lynn have been manipulated into shooting me? Oh, that's always possible. Just love that super fast. Save your current place and time. Yes, please. That's the traffic that gets messed up the most from this recording. Everything, chapter 14, 1:28 a.m. Everything else is kind of normal, essentially. Timsic Park, the site of the little lady Camilla's abduction tonight, and the place where an important piece of evidence, the music box, was hidden. I wonder why our lady detective is looking so dejected. At least she isn't dead. What did she find? Oh no! Ladies and gentlemen, you might be wondering why am I saying "oh no"? That's making a really large wave on my Audacity track. It's a good thing that I do compressor and everything. Otherwise, that would be like obnoxiously loud compared to everything else. I mean, I do purposefully make my voice really loud on purpose so that, like, I'll get to that in a second. Huh? What's he doing here? La la la! Let me spend a moment time with you, my love! No, how did the Armstrong voice go again? Sacre bleu! What, no, a little late, it's already ice cold, I didn't even get to... Alrighty, then we're gonna have to wait for him to swing back, of course. Is there anything that we can examine? Can we look at this? No, just a leaflet. We couldn't read it anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't know why I checked it. Alright. Swing back, you frickin' Chicken Kitchen! If that's your real name, which it isn't. What if his name was Chicken Kitchen? Like, he's like, I named this after me! Okay. Well, okay, there we go. Now we should be able to reach, huh? There we go. Swing harder. Woo! Whoa! Boom! Yes, those sound effects are definitely necessary. Spin? Let's spin it just to see what happens. All around the mulberry bush, the monkey chased the weasel. All around the mulberry bush, pop goes the weasel. I got this thing spinning pretty fast. I didn't even put much effort into it. Had a slight pause there so that I could capture a noise profile, ladies and gentlemen, of, you guessed it, the garbage men. This is quite a bit of power and speed for a piece of playground equipment. I can just imagine how the poor kids who get sent flying all over the park. This doesn't look like a merry-go-round I've ever seen. Usually the ones that I've seen aren't like a ball like this. They're like, they're just like a little, like, it's kind of hard to explain. I'm not very good at explaining things, ladies and gentlemen. This just reminds me of, I recently went back and I watched my 100th video special, which was, technically it wasn't my 100th video, but whatever. My 100th video special of, it was like my uploading my very first ever attempt at Let's Playing ever. And I was just, it's bad, ladies and gentlemen. It's really bad. Just like, okay, no, we can't do that. What exactly does that do for us? Alright, what we're gonna need to do is spin this. Oh. We need to do this. I was listening to, just like some of like the comments that I made and everything, and it was just, oh boy. Oh, but anyway. Just, what was I gonna say though? Just like some of the things that I said in that video are just, I forgot why I brought that up, but anyway, yeah, I do purposely make my voice loud so that people... So I remember one time... Well, let me finish my thought here. I remember one time when I was, it was like, during my first year of university, I went to, for Thanksgiving break on the outside of the family in, Mississippi, and I brought my laptop, but I forgot to bring my earphones. They had Wi-Fi, so I was able to watch videos, but I had to use, like, my laptop speakers, and I noticed that, for some reason, it was very hard to, like, for a lot of, like, Let's Players, it was very hard to hear their voices. Like, I could hear the game audio and everything, but their voices were kind of hard to hear without earphones, so, I'd have to, like, make the audio really, really loud to make up for that. So I usually make my voice pretty loud on purpose in editing, so that you can hear it both with earphones and without earphones perfectly fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Lynn. Oh, there you are, Sissel! From your dejected expression, I gather, you didn't find what you were looking for? Right, I can't find the music box anywhere. But I found something else instead, something horrible. Horrible? What is it? A dead body? There, in the grass. You'd better see for yourself. Oh, this must be the guardian of the forest, huh? Oh, there's a core. It looks like a dead body. I nearly died when I saw it. Jeez. Len, you've already died 3 times tonight. Don't do it anymore. And I suppose now that we found it, we can't just leave it there, can we? Nope, I suppose not. Alright. Let's go ahead and talk. This must be the guard. I think this is the guardian. Yep, that's him. I can tell by the silhouette. Stop the park with me, trying to housing pro side, protect the the rock for the groups. Yo there! You're talking to me, aren't you? I have some leaflets for you. Leaflets I know you'll be very interested in them. I urge you to pursue thoroughly. My name is Detail. I'm not doing the voice exactly the way that I did it the first time. Never mind that right now. Do you remember your name? My name? My name? What does my name matter? What are there important things to worry about? Okay. Come on now! Come on now! Let's study these traps with them, my brother! Come on, turn about the rock and the girls, will you? Oh, it's no longer here as a matter of the brain because approachable we are young! Looks like I don't have time to get involved in your way of life. But I am interested in your way of death. So let's go back to 4 minutes before your death. Rewind time, please. If you would be so kind as to do that, game. Alrighty then, let's see what we got here. 4 minutes Tensik Park before death, 8:25 p.m. And so I made up my mind I was not to live here this fucking defendant! Okay, and what does that have to do with this Rock of the Gods you mentioned? You still don't even understand! It's written quickly in the 4th leaflet in great detail! Excuse me, but I have to use the restroom. Freaking guardian of the fort, guardian of the park, how is it going, man? weirdo. I have eek. Oh, it's Camilla. I'm coming! Just hold on! This is gonna be a really... I feel like this is gonna be a really pathetic way to die. I'll be right there! I've located the target, beauty, see? A girl the right age, coming out of the right apartment building at the right time. See? Yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. I've ever so slightly nab here and come right back to your side, see? Good evening, young lady. Won't you come with me? See? Oh God, what do I do? What should I do? I have to do something! Oh my... Jeez! What? 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 It was just like... Boom! And you were just like... How the heck did that happen? What in the world? What just happened? Oh, that's Minnow! Minnow? Minnow the mascot that's up on the Tenzing Park! Forget about the name of that big creepy lump of concrete! I'm talking about the way it changed direction. Did you see that? Yes, I did! I saw with my own eyes the power of the rock of the gods! That was power of the gods! The power of the gods saved the little girl! And then that same power very deliberately crushed you instead? Yes, precisely! That's called Mission of the Gods! Wait a minute. There has to be a time inconsistency here. Because this would say, this means that Camilla was at the park and she got kidnapped 4 minutes ago, right? However, we were at the this doesn't make sense. There's a time inconsistency here. Was it the mischief of the gods or was it a ghost trick? But nah, it couldn't have been a ghost trick. No ghost trick could change the direction of something that heavy in midair. But wait a minute. What if there was somebody with much greater powers than me? Like the cat, for example? That cat, man, I'm telling you, that cat is super OP. Just you wait. He's gonna be like, I am the real ray of light. And I've been your guardian for the past 7,000 years, Sissel. No, that'd be kind of silly if he was actually there. But, okay, whoa! What is this? Look at that! There's another flame besides mine! Oh, so that is the flame of a god, is it? But hold on! Your spirit is a flame too, isn't it? Yeah, so? Pardon me, but... Are you a god? Are you a god? I sincerely doubt it. Then... die! Anyway. At the last minute, that big lump of concrete made a huge swing to one side. That was probably the flame's doing. Who could it be? I definitely believe it's either a god or somebody god related! Maybe I better try talking to this person. Who can it be? This animal that I can see. How can you guess it's a mystery? What the? This person with much greater powers than me is me. It's you? Hey! What? What? Huh? What? Huh? Huh? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is definitely awkward pause material right there. See you guys in the next episode.